Hey everybody, it's Lori. It's Thursday night, 7:30, and I'm in here live. So I'm just getting all my notes together. I'm waiting for some guys to show up. Tonight we're going to talk about doing French tips on your fingernails with Color Street strips that aren't part of a French manicure set. So I will be demonstrating that and hoping that you'll be able to learn something while we do it. I did some practicing earlier and have some tips to share, some things that I found out when I was doing it again. I've done it before, but tried to make sure that I had the process pretty good for you all. So we'll do that in just a little bit. Who all's been out and about since some of the restrictions have been lifted? You can go to a restaurant, partial occupancy restaurant, go to your hair salon. You probably shouldn't go back to your nail salon. Hey Susan, thanks for joining. No, you can go get your cuticles cleaned up, you know, let them moisturize you real good or whatever. Don't let them cut your cuticles though. But have you been places other than the grocery store? Because I really hadn't been anywhere at all. And then last week I had a dentist appointment. And tomorrow I have my hair appointment. I'm still not doing too bad. And I'm kind of liking the length. It's grown, you know, an inch or so past where I usually keep it. And then, hey Gretchen, thanks for joining. All right, y'all, I don't usually wear writing on my t-shirts because, you know, I want to be fancy for you all. And I did have on real clothes earlier today when I went out and about. I went to the post office. I went to the DMV. Hey, Ashley, still going to the grocery store. I hear you. I don't want to go anywhere either, but I had a short list. And so I had to get a whole bunch of nail sets out and I needed some stamps. So I went to the post office and did that. And then I went to the DMV because my driver's license expires in a couple weeks. And I got a notice that said I had to go there in person. So I got there and I put my little mask on and there's the double doors, you know, you go in and then there's another set of doors before you actually get to the inner sanctum. So I was in that middle section and you have to wait until they call you. And they take your temperature with one of those things and ask all these questions. But first thing she said was, what are you hoping to do here? And I'm like, I need to renew my driver's license. I got a notice that said I had to come in. And she said, you can do that online. And they are waiving all of the picture update requirements because you can't come out very often. Hey Taylor, thanks for joining. So I came home and I did it online instead of going into the dirty DMV and sitting for, I don't know how long. I just did it online. But to say all that, I had on real clothes and then I decided that I wanted to change and you have DMV and hair salon open. Well, yeah, the hair salon's opened last week. You have to give them some time to clean between clients and you have to tell them you're there and then they tell you when to come in and you have to wear a mask. And then the DMV, I was surprised too. One of my stepdaughter's friends got her license a couple days ago and so I was like, okay, I guess they're open again and went down there. So there they were. But I wanted to show you my t-shirt. I just love it so much. It's Rex from Toy Story, all decked out like Jurassic Park. I like that one. I got these for my family when they went to Disney World and I couldn't go with them. And so my son graciously let me have his because he was never intending to wear it again. So it's mine. So I wanted to give you just a couple of updates from Color Street and then, thanks Susan, I like it too. Then we'll go on to my demonstration. I want to tell you, thanks Michelle. Gretchen, I knew you'd like it. I've got my ring on too. Oh, before I go too far, look at my lipstick. This is the lipstick that I put on this morning, probably about 10 before I went out and about. So that's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 30. So how many is that? 9.5 hours. All I've done is put lip gloss over it. It's Lip Sense, y'all. I don't sell it. I'm not, trying to get you to buy anything else from me, but it doesn't come off. I'm trying to find a piece of paper. It stays on. And so I was going to, all I can see is that a little bit, right here in the inner had come off, but then I didn't reapply. This is the color I'm wearing, and I've had it on since 10. And I put gloss over it, and then the gloss is what really makes it stay on. So let me see if I can do an experiment. Look at that. That's just gloss. I had on a tinted gloss earlier, but this is a kind of a clear, so. All right, just wanted to show you. I'm very impressed. And if you like it, check out Facebook group. It's All Day Dazzle. And that's my friend who does sell it. And I'm new to it. This is like the first color I've ever bought. And then of course I had to get more, but okay. So Color Street is still out of stock. If you've checked the website lately, it's kind of sad and depressing. They've been doing these tiered restocks where they give us a day and say we're going to have restocked items on this date. And if your stylist number is this, or if your rank is this, or if you're new, they give us different time blocks to order. So I've been doing that and getting some inventory ready for you guys. And you can see it in my album on Facebook. It's on my page, not my group. It's Lacquered by Lori & Company page, because that's public and anybody can see my album. So go there. It's the link I've been posting on all my posts. But every time they have these restock days, they sell $3 or $4 million worth of nail sets to stylists so that we can then turn around and sell them to you, because the website is such where when they do the tiers, they do a restock, next tier they do another restock, so that all of it doesn't go in 5 minutes, which is what it had been doing. And since you as customers don't know, okay, at 10 o'clock, all these restocks are happening, they're letting us kind of buy some of the favorites to keep on hand for you guys. And let me tell you, as soon as I get them in, they go right back out. I sent this many or more today, and these are waiting for extra sets that are coming in tomorrow, the 22nd. And the 23rd, I've got some coming in. So if you've ordered from me and you're waiting on stuff, I've got it ready for you. And if you need anything, let me know. Look at my album. I've got an ordering time tomorrow. I thought I would check out and see if there was anything different, anything else that I needed. I was going to try and find some Moscow or Never. That one seems to be popular. I can't keep it. And not Himalayan salt, Capitol Hill. That's another one I was looking for Ashley, Andrea. Somebody wanted Capitol Hill, so I'm looking for it. But I want to show you this nifty bracelet I got from Color Street. It's got all the little colors, like the color dots. And I got this in the mail for meeting a goal. And it's pretty and it makes me happy. So still making goals, thanks to you guys. Still loving my Color Street job and my family. And the only other thing is that this month of May, they're have already sold $25 million in nail strips. And people are buying those. Thank you, Michelle. People are buying them from the stylists, and that's the way you can shop right now. Hopefully, soon the website will be open and you can just shop on your own without me as the middleman, because that's a whole lot more convenient for you guys. There are a few sets on there now. I think I saw 5 solids, Giza Sands, Havana Honey, Made in Milan, something else. Oh, Aberdeen Aubergine. Those are on the website now, plus several of the patterns that have been here. Okay, I want to show you real quick. A couple of weeks ago, I did my toenails, and I just want to show you. Uh-oh. It says rotate your phone. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, look, I can. All right. these are my nails that I did a couple weeks ago, and pardon my gross feet. But look, they're all still perfect. I broke that one, but otherwise, all good. So I just want to show you. All right, now I'm gonna put my camera down, and I wanna do this in such a way that y'all can still see the area where I'm going to be doing the demonstration. So, is that in focus? Does that look focused? I think we can do this. Okay, I was going to watch over here on my computer as well and make sure it's all good. Okay, so as you can see, I have a craft punch, and mine is a 5/8 inch punch. So some people use a 7/8 inch punch, but I have a 5/8, and that's what I use. And so I'm planning to do tips out of this on my fingers and do Shangri-La over it, which is kind of a sheer glitter. I don't know how that'll look, but that's kind of my vision, and I'm pretty excited about it. But I wanted to show you, and something that I noticed today is when you're doing this, and I had this problem, I've done it before, and I had resealed that one because I took a picture of it the other day and put it right back in the pack, so it's resealed too good. Okay, so I had done some before, and I figured out a better way. So when you cut these, you want to take the plastic cover off. The cellophane overlay that protects the strip, because if you don't, the cutting will kind of crunch into your strip and not cut it correctly. So you want to take the cover off. And all you really need is one small little crescent. So you don't have to do too much. And this is the wider nail strip, which would probably be good for a couple of my bigger fingers. But this is the way I do it. And I haven't tried it this way, which is also a thought, depending on how wide your nails are. But here, this is what I do. You want to put it in here, and like I said, all you need is that one little crescent. So you don't need to cut much. But you see how this is curved? That's going to be the side of your finger. So you want to make sure you come over a little bit outside of this curve so that you have enough to wrap around the edge of your nail. So there's the outside, and I'm just going to cut this here. Okay, and then turn around and do this other side. And this one's a little more tricky. All right, so you want to watch where that curve is, so make sure that you have it right. Okay, so now I have two fingers worth of curves, tips. So I'm going to take it off, and I have not tried it. Those are overlapping. Let's see what we can do. If they overlap too much, I won't be able to use but one of them, but that's okay. I'll still be able to show you how it works. Okay, this is what I discovered today. You can put your nail tip lower than, oops, no glasses, lower than your regular white area on your nail. So put it down and kind of get it centered, and then you can angle this and pull it to where it makes a nice symmetrical curve. You don't have to just leave it where it lands. You see what I'm doing? Because if you just leave it where it lands, you can end up with one side lower than the other side. That one looks pretty good. So you can stretch it and pull it over to make it fit the best. And then I'm going to pull this off, being aware that I'm trying to use the other side, but I honestly don't know if I'll be able to because I got it overlapping. That didn't happen with the smaller nail strips I did earlier today, so I'm interested in why that happened. So if you saw my picture that I posted, and I just perforated that one a little bit too low. If you saw the picture that I posted earlier of my bare nails, I had taken off my polish and not buffed or anything yet. And my nails were so yellow. I was so sad about that, so disappointed. Okay, so see, that looks pretty good. And I was able to stretch it out so that it, you know, fits the best. So I've still got this other curve. I think I'm going to go ahead and just put it on this hand. I'm going to do it on this nail. Okay, so I'm going to put this curve where I get kind of the, I don't know what you call it, the crest of the curve in the middle, and then kind of pull it and stretch it to make the tip curve the shape that I want it to be. And I think this is going to work. So then I just, oh, you know what? I got this one a little bit higher than the last one. I want them to be kind of even on my fingers, like the width of the tip. My nails are pretty short right now, so I'm going to kind of fudge a little bit and make them longer, make them look longer than they are. Okay. And when you do this, you kind of press down into the side, and that's what makes that perforation. And it also kind of sticks it to the side of your nail. All right, so see, I got 2 out of this nail strip, and I'm wondering about doing it this way. I wonder how this way would work instead of doing it sideways. I kind of meant to try that this afternoon and I forgot. Oops, that wasn't smart. Wonder if I can put the toothpaste back in the tube. Not really, but kind of. Okay, let me see. If I wanted to do this, I might can just take the end off of this and make a crescent. And even though it's crooked, I can put it on my nail straight because of that little stretch and turn twist trick that I was showing you. All right. That one's still a little low over there, but that part is coming off. Okay, so I'm going to try this and then try to make another tip. And I haven't tried it where I've cut the tips apart on the nail strip backing to be able to handle them differently. I kind of like having the length here to deal with. So let me try to do this again. Like I said, put the toothpaste back in the tube and smooth that out. Let me see if I can make another one for another finger. So I got a little wrinkle in it and I want to avoid that wrinkle. So I'm gonna at least trim that off in my next curve. That's not useful. Okay. So this one's narrow, but then it also, my finger here is narrow, so my goal is to see if I can get more than 2 out of here. And I know that my nails are short right now, and if they were much longer, I wouldn't be able to do this. What do you call it? Vertically? Up and down? Let's see. Do y'all have any questions or thoughts about this process? Anything that I haven't thought of or covered that you might want to know, or let's figure out together? All right, I'm going to do one more, and you see how this is just getting wider too. So this will give me 3. So I've done that whole hand except for my thumb. And I'm just going to town with these 2 little nail strips that I've done. Hey, Day. Day is the one that has been fueling my lip sense obsession. Her page is All Day Dazzle. So go there. Day, I was showing everybody my lips. They've been on since 10. Where did I get the clip? I bought this at Amazon. And you have to be careful and specify, because you can look on Amazon and think you're getting a circle punch that's small, and you get it and it's like 2 inches wide. So you have to specify 5/8 inch or 7/8 inch. And the 5/8 inch just has a little tighter circle, but because I've figured out that you can kind of stretch it wider, it doesn't seem to really matter, because you can kind of place the edges where you want them so they're not cupping down as much. All right, so I used 2 nail strips and did 4 or 5. I could still do this finger if I wanted, if I can get it to curve. And that's pretty impressive to me. And you know, you can use this same kind of trick if you've got a French manicure set that you're trying to maximize that white strip, because the white strip is super long. If you've ever ordered a French manicure set, I have a remnant here, it's in the package. But that is the size of your white strip that you get in Color Street. I don't know if you can see it because it's in the package. And so if your nails are this short, like mine are, and you've got this whole white strip to deal with, this whole white strip, you're wasting. So you can cut more curves with this. Let's see. I like that you can get so many nails out of just a few strips that way. Yes, it's very cool. And this, the white is even better, because then if you use, you know, all your tips, and then you just have white strips left, if you want to make a whole white nail or something, you can do that with your leftovers. So see, I could probably get another one out of this. I don't know if I'm going to. Actually, it's already got a pretty good curve on it. Did I just cut it? I probably did. Lost track because I was trying to read the comments. All right, so 2 nail strips did 6 nails. And I would still have to go back and tack on my thumbs, but if you do a sideways, like this is clear, but if you do it sideways, it'll fit your thumb. Any size nail strip really will fit your thumb as long as you're doing it sideways. So that's the way you do those without worrying about the narrow width of your strip if you go up and down. And now I've used all my tools up. So that's the way you do it. And I did intend to do these tonight, but I don't think I'm going to start that since I've done so many of these pink ones. And if you think of other questions, give me a comment. You know, tell me what you're thinking if you have any questions about it. Here you go, Day. Mwah. See my lips? Beautiful, right? 10 o'clock this morning. I counted up. I think it's 9 hours. And I showed him this. All day dazzle. I know, I'm not trying to sell you lip scents, but if you need some, I know where you can find it. Okay, so that's how you can do French tips. And then you would need an overlay of some sort. There's Clear as Day. Thank you, Day. There's sheer glitter. Shangri-La is a good sheer glitter. There is, remember if you were here, I did an experiment putting Penny Lane on top of other colors because it's so sheer. There's one now called Moscow or Never that's also very sheer. It's a little more corally. So you could do, even do like a dark coral and then put that on top of it so your tip is a little darker. You can put your tips on top of your color as well. Like if I wanted to put, say, a light blue down and then put the pink tips, I could. If you put the little strip tips on top, they're a little more likely to get beat up, I've noticed. So you want to definitely either put a Clear as Day clear strip on there or paint a top coat on just to protect the tip color. But you know, you could get creative. There's so many cute pastels now. You could put the yellow down, put the light blue tips on it. You can put the Fashion Progress, the lavender down and put Glamsterdam, which is like the same color, but it's glitter. Put those as tips. So yes, if you put an extra layer on top, you will get longer wear. for sure. And I've noticed when I do, the first French set I did, I put the overlay down first and put the white tips on top, and it worked. But I did notice the tips got a little bit nicked. And so when I actually did it the proper way, according to the directions, when you put the white strip down first and then put the overlay, because the overlay that I used was clear and it was a little thicker, clear as day is very thick, and it just makes it last forever. French manicures from Color Street just last for so long. But you can make your own too out of any old color. The last thing I wanted to do is I always have a Friday freebie, and tomorrow it's going to continue the free gift offer that I've had going since yesterday because I felt like it after I got that big box of Color Street nail strips. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that's ordering from me. So if you buy from my stock before Friday at midnight, from now till then, if you buy 1 or 2 sets, you get some sample nail packs. And it's these little sample accents. But y'all, I've got Tokyo Lights. I've got this pretty pink. I've got blue. I got lots of this plaid. If you ordered, if you got a red from me. There you go, Day. Yes, French manicures are so pretty. So I've got all kinds of accent nail packs. So depending on what you order from me, I will send you something that coordinates. And I will for sure have something because I have Tokyo Lights and I have Shangri-La. And Shangri-La is also good to just put over one nail as your accent. So if you order 1 or 2 sets from my stock before midnight Friday, I'll send you 2 accent packs that go with your nails. If you order 3, I will send you a buffer block, which this one is mine that I use, but I'll send you one of these. They're fabulous. And if you order 4 or more, I will send you some Hard as Hoof nail strengthener cream. Love this stuff. It's fabulous. And I also, just as a tip, this doesn't have anything to do with the Friday freebie. I just got squirreled. That's my sale, Friday freebie. But after I got finished, I told you that when I took my polish off, I was very disappointed in how yellow my nails had gotten. And honestly, you know, confession, I had shown you before where I bought some Encoco strips, where Encoco is the parent company to Color Street. It's another brand, it's a retail division, and they are smaller, they're shorter, and they're very limited. There's not very many colors, but I decided to do an experiment and try them out, and I found them to be a little thinner, and that's what I had on last. And so when I took them off, it was this pale pink. I mean, it was paler than this. This is Charleston blush. It was more like a Himalayan salt that's got that transparency to it. It was pale pink, and my fingernails were so yellow. Like I even had yellow down here, like I'd been smoking or something, you know. And so I really took the polish off and I buffed them really well to get that yellow off. But I started thinking it could be that Encoco may not have that base coat layer like Color Street does. I don't think the quality is quite as good. The color was really cute. I liked it. It was that sheer pink, and it had white glitter at the top. Not a strip, just a little smattering, and it was pale and pretty. But I'm wondering if the reason it felt thinner is maybe they don't put that base coat layer in it, and that base coat's what keeps your nails from turning yellow when you have your polish on. Now, sometimes even if you put a base coat on and your polish is dark, you'll still get yellow a little bit. But I just wondered. That's purely a Lori's thought. I have no idea what the actual composition of Encoco nail strips is. In my heart, like I said last time, I kind of want to think they're the same thing, but just a very limited and smaller supply. They only sell them. They sell a few sets at Walmart and a few sets at Ulta. And they don't refresh them very often. They're not in stock very much, and they apparently aren't as good a quality, and you don't get me and all of my free gifts and all of my searching for you to find that set. So that's why Color Street is so much more popular than in Coco, because it's a direct selling company. We share, we try to make it happen for you guys. If I can't find a color in stock, I'll ask my team. I've done a lot of trading back and forth with my team for me to give them something their customer wants, and they turn around and give me something my customer wants. So you're not going to get that at Walmart or Ulta. Do I have the regular clear and the clear glitter in stock? No, and I'll tell you why, because they're out of stock online. This is the clear glitter I assume you're talking about, the Shangri-La. It did have an in-stock day, one day last week, but it had sold out by the time it was my turn, and I missed it. Tomorrow is another ordering day, so those are definitely things that I will always keep my eyes open for. The Clear as Day, the Shangri-La and Tokyo Lights, and also the, what's it called? French. The French manicures. There were some French manicures that were supposed to be available the other day, but I never saw them. So, and my time to order is at 5 p.m. tomorrow night, so it could be some things are out. And not very many people have Clear as Day to trade with, but I'll try. And when you do buy the clear strips, I'll tell you this too, they come with 2 sleeves of strips in them. So instead of getting 16 nail strips, you actually get 2 sets of 16 nail strips. So you get 32 of the clear strips in the Clear as Day pack for $11. So it's a good deal. And you know, Kim, in the stopgap, if you wanted to do something like this, you can use a liquid top coat over these. I'll put a liquid top coat on top of my nail sets all the time, like a gel top coat. I like Essie gel, I like Sally Hansen gel, and I like this one that I can't pronounce, but I get it on Amazon. And Charity McSwain turned me onto this. It's very fast drying, and it gives it a little, where it just feels thick and pretty, smooth. I like it. Yeah, so you can do that. I mean, Clear as Day is the best. I've done experiments where I've worn Clear as Day, and then it lasts so much better with Clear as Day, just around the wear of your nail tips. I had it on with some darker sets that show wear pretty quickly. Never had trouble. Never did. Clear as Day is fabulous. That's why it stays out of stock. Oh, you use that one too. And I also have this on my nails. I'm trying to get off here. I know y'all have things to do. I also have this on my nails. It's OPI Nail Envy, and it is just a clear nail strengthener that I've been using. And it kind of makes my nails not feel so fragile. Yes, Day, you can definitely paint a clear coat on top. That bothers some people because they think, oh, I'm doing my nails with Color Street. I don't have any dry time. I just put the nails on and I'm ready to go. And I don't have to do this or worry about dents. So some people don't like to paint a clear top coat on with solid colors, especially if you can't get Clear as Day. It's a great idea to do that because it helps them last without cracking, because the solids, when our nails flex, might get cracks in them after 4 or 5 days, maybe. Sometimes they don't. So putting that top layer on really helps prevent that and stretches out their wear. Another thing that helps is the putting solids on in 2 layers. So if you have 2 layers of your color, that'll also help them last a lot longer. Oh, you meant the clear strip? Yeah, those are great. If I can get some, I will get them. Whenever I see them in stock, I always order, 3 or 4. And sometimes I'll give out a sleeve here and there, but I don't have any anymore. Just sold my last one. Okay, so that's my little bit for tonight. I'm glad that y'all came. It was fun. I like being able to see the comments. Sometimes I can't. So this was a good night for me. And during the month of May, if you have a friend or a family member that you would like for me to send a sample to, give me their contact information and I'll send it out. If they place an order, you get a free nail set. So that's still happening all through the month of May. So do that. And glad you came, Michelle. That's great. And this weekend, starting Saturday through Monday, I have a promotion going on just for you guys, just for my VIPs. I'm not publishing it anywhere else on any of my public formats. So be watching for that, and it's this weekend. So get a freebie if you order through tomorrow at midnight, and I'll send it all out to you. Great, Kim. I'm glad to hear it. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Happy Thursday. Bye.